While you were busy getting rid of your New Year's hangover or were writing your resolutions for 2020, a group of young men and women were preparing themselves for the ultimate test, the Dakar Rally. Now this is a rally which separates gods and goddesses from mere mortals like us. So what separates them? What challenges them? And what exactly makes them champions? We are here going behind the scenes with Sherco-TVS in Saudi Arabia. So what exactly is the Dakar? Well, for starters, it isn't a rally which is being conducted in Africa anymore. For 2020, it's found a new home in Asia, that too. We are here in Saudi Arabia for the first ever Asian Dakar Rally. Now, the Dakar Rally is being spread over 14 days and the participants will be covering nearly 7,500 kilometers, of which 5,000 of them will be competitive stages. And the terrain, well, 75% of it will be sandy. And as you can see behind me, it's going to be a hell of a challenge. And we are here to watch and cheer the Indian contingent for just a few days of this marathon event. Sherco-TVS Racing and Hero MotoSports rally teams have each fielded 4 pilots this year, and each one of them has an Indian rider. Hero CS Santosh needs no introduction. The fast Indian was looking to bounce back from his setback at the 2019 Dakar Rally, where he had to bow out on stage 5. In the Sherco-TVS camp, Arvind KP's injuries forced him to sit out of the 2020 rally. TVS called upon young Harith Noah to be the 4th pilot for the team. A debutant at the 2020 Dakar Rally, Harith has been a former national supercross and 2-wheel rally champion. So today is the first day of the rally where the competitors will be covering nearly 750 kilometers, of which 320 of them will be competitive stages, just to ease the participants into the event. And the majority of this will be sand, but with a little bit of these dangerous rocks strewn into the mix. Now, why is it dangerous? Well, because most of the times you won't be able to judge where these rocks are if the sand has flown and covered over them. So that makes it a real challenge, especially for the bikes who are really going at it at speeds in excess of 120, 140 kmph right here on sand. At the end of the first stage, here are the results on your screen. Santosh started strongly, but he had a small spill on the day.
Long day today, like a lot of kilometers, the liaison, and then the stage also was quite long. Overall, the stage was quite fast. It was also quite technical in some places, and we had some small sections of dunes, and ended up with this. But
it was a brutal start to the Dakar journey for Harith. The young Indian pilot was sent over the bars and into his navigation tower, which injured his eye in the process. He soldiered on to complete the day.
Today was the first day. There were 2 part A, part B. Part A went really well, and in part B, around the beginning 140 kilometers of the total, I had a crash, and there was a hole, I didn't see it, and I had a crash. I hit my eye on something on the bike, and also broke the road book and all the devices in the front. So I stopped and I tried to fix it for some time, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes. And I also broke my clutch hose, so there was no clutch. So yeah, but I had to fix it because the handlebar was not moving at all. So I got that fixed, and obviously I want to finish every stage, and I continued slow, of course.
Day 2 of the Dakar Rally. Today's stage is quite special because it's the first super marathon stage. The what is super marathon? Well, in the Dakar, you have these marathon stages where your participants are not allowed to seek any sort of mechanical help from their mechanics. But that is a marathon stage which usually happens later on in the event. The super marathon stage is where the elite riders, the ones which carry a yellow band of number, well, they'll be timed. Yes, they'll be timed to carry out their repairs by themselves in the bivouac at the end of the day. And the time that they get is only 10 minutes.
While Santosh and Harith did not have to take part in the super marathon portion, here's how they would go on to end the day's proceedings. Santosh's wrist issues hampered his day's progression, slipping down the order.
Well, you know, last night was not a good night. I couldn't really sleep. I had a lot of pain in my hand and I don't think I slept at all. So from that I knew I was going to fatigue today in the morning. And to add to that, my hand wasn't good. So just to be able to hold the bike was a challenge. And I suffered the whole stage today. I didn't basically ride. I just was just hoping to make it.
Despite his eye injury, Harith continued his maiden Dakar run, finishing an impressive 52nd on the day.
Yeah, what you can call it that. I mean, I didn't have a crash, which I did in the first day, so yeah, like that it's much better. But, I started behind, so there was a lot of dust.
Yeah.
It was not easy to overtake people because of the dust, and also to see the visibility was very bad, so I took it easy.
But that's about as far as we go on the journey with the guys at Sherco-TVS. Tomorrow these guys go on, continue, fight it out with the terrain, with the bikes for another 12 days.
Heroes Dakar veteran Paulo Goncalves never returned to the bivouac at the end of stage 7. He suffered a cardiac arrest following a nasty crash. Paulo was a legend in the truest sense, helping out riders in duress to get the necessary care they needed. No wonder then the entire fraternity was shaken by the news of his demise. As a mark of respect, Team Hero pulled out of the rally.
We got a special guest to bring you all the updates from the finale.
Thanks, Jahan. Are you surprised to see the background? That's not the bivouac. It's not this luxurious. It's 4 in the morning. I'm at the Riyadh airport where you can see team colors all over the floor as people fly home at the end of the 2020 Dakar, and it's been a tough one, especially for the Indian contingent. It was really sad to see Paulo pass away, and the Hero team did the right thing, I think, by leaving the race and going back home. TVS also had a difficult time, and only Adrien Metge finished the race in a very admirable position, it must be said. And Harith Noah's performance in the experience class has been insane, and I think 25th on stage on the stages is an incredible performance from him. So overall, it's been a really tough first Dakar in Saudi Arabia. Everybody's headed home. A lot of the race vehicles are actually driving to Jeddah, where they will board the ships that will take them home. It's been a tough rally. We're at an early start for once. We didn't have to do any of that, but the race teams did. Thank God it's over. Until next year.